So Christmas in Egypt is celebrated in January because the Christian population is Coptic, so our Christmas is on the 7th of January, but we do start decorating and putting up all the trees in early December, just like everywhere else. For New Year's, it truly just depends on the person and their family and what they want to do. Some people will spend it with their friends partying, some people will stay home with their families.
So Christmas and New Year are a big deal back home, and I'm from a Christian family. So Christmas, we usually have a Christmas service or carol, and then for New Year, we pray together into the New Year. But beyond the church activities, it's just a time for family, food, and a lot of gifts.
In Israel, December is a really great month because you have all the holidays. Hanukkah is 8 days, and it's really fun because you basically, most families give a gift each day of the holiday, and you light a candle every day of the holiday. A lot of kids like to play with chocolate coins, and they kind of they spin this thing called a dreidel. It's just like a spinner, and they just play games. Like there's so many games based on that. So it's a fun kind of just a holiday to spend with your family around the time of the New Year.
In Italy, usually Christmas dinner, the night of the 24th, is meant to be a light dinner, not too heavy. So some form of soup or lentils or sometimes fish is served, but usually the idea is not to eat too much before because Jesus isn't born yet. So the day after the 25th is the day when there's a big meal. But in Italy, the setting up of a nativity scene is a lot more common, and this is where you have small figures of baby Jesus, Mary and Joseph, and the three kings, and this is an old Italian tradition.
So Paris, as you might know, is the city of lights, and during the Christmas season, it gets a lot brighter because they put, especially on the Champs-Élysées, all the Christmas lights, and on adjacent streets as well for all the luxury stores. I often go down the Champs-Élysées to see this scenery, given that it only happens one time a year.
I absolutely love Christmas at Poland. It's, I think, my favorite time of the year. Traditionally, we celebrate Christmas on the 24th, which is on Christmas Eve, and we come together as a family. I have a very small family, but we come together, and traditionally we have 12 dishes on the Christmas Eve. So you would always prepare pierogi, which are Polish dumplings. If you haven't tried them, they're incredible. It would be a meatless feast, so we would have a lot of fish on Christmas Eve as well. And it's all just about coming together and first having the little dishes and then caroling together. So it's another Christmas tradition that we have.
Here in the US, we spend our winter holidays a wide variety of ways. And for my family, I come from a kind of multicultural background. My grandmother was Greek Orthodox, and then my grandfather was Jewish, and my mom is Buddhist. And so I celebrated the holidays a lot of different ways. And as a kid, we celebrated Hanukkah, and we also celebrated Christmas. And now it's more just Christmas for my younger brother. So we often put up a big tree, and we decorate with ornaments, and we put presents under the tree, eat some candy canes, and then we usually eat Chinese food.
Christmas is very important for me and for my family, so we always try to be all together. So we always go to Santiago, to the capital of my country, to see my cousins, my grandmother. We always have a fancy dinner with all my family. And in the midnight, when Santa Claus passed through our city, I go with my little cousins to look up for Santa in the streets. And after a while, we come back and see, oh, magically the gifts are here. So we start open the gifts in the same night. And basically that's what we do in the Christmas.
Winter holiday break, we celebrate Chinese New Year, which means another name is Spring Festival. So we call it 春节. This is the first day in the New Year for lunar calendar. So every year our relatives will give red envelopes for our kids. So maybe 200 to 500 yuan in that envelope. We believe that it is give the lucky to our kids and to our children. So that's another tradition for our New Year's.